Jacob? Huh? All right. So, sorry. So, like we talked about, when you compare, you're looking for similarities. So when we're comparing, we're looking for things that are the same. And then when we contrast, you look at their differences. So right now we're going to compare and contrast them, okay? No? Come over here. So what do we know about them that is the same?
They're wearing sweaters.
They're wearing sweaters?
They're human. It's a sweater jacket. They're human.
It's a jacket. So do they both go to the Roberts Academy?
No. They're both human.
They're both human. Do they both, are they both students?
No. Jacob's like, no. I'm not a student.
He's a student.
It's like, no, not a student.
How about, are they in the same grade?
Yes. They both wear shirts.
They both wear shirts. Alright, so can you tell me things that are different?
No.
Faces.
Their gender. No,
Their
gender.
The jobs, girl, one's a boy. Do what?
They're different because one's taller and one's shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it. Their skin color. It might be maybe tanner. Yep. One has darker hair than the other.
That was just what I was saying.
Yeah.
And also that one's longer, that one's shorter.
They're not wearing the same shoes. That's different. Pretty much anything that's on them can be different. She's wearing a skirt. He's wearing shorts. Oh, I'm stealing all of yours. But do you see what we're doing here? Do you see what we're doing? We're comparing and contrasting them. Do you understand? That when you compare them, we're looking at the same thing. So when we compared them, they both have the similarity of going to the Roberts Academy, being in 4th grade, things like that. And when you look at the differences, it's anything that's not the same.
I just found it.
What?
He has earring things and he doesn't.
I hope you have the earrings.
Like the little things in her ears, like earrings.
Alright, so today, here's what's it. Today, we are going to do the same thing, but we're going to be reading it within a small paragraph. So you look for things that you can compare and contrast between two things by looking at a paragraph. So, I'm going to give you guys this sheet. So when you're reading through a paragraph, you can look for things called clue words. And I included them right here. So you can look at these clue words to find things that you can identify as comparing and contrasting facts. Alright? So the first one I gave you was what I mentioned that has the clue words on it. So they're words that you can look for when we're reading in a paragraph to identify facts that you can compare and contrast. So together we're going to do the paragraph that I gave you. It's called nests and houses. Alright? So look at the second paragraph. Or the second page.
Okay, that's the house from up.
It is. It looks like the real house from up.
Alright. So we're going to read this together. I'll read it. And then we're going to identify clue words within the paragraph. So as I circle them on here, I want you to circle them on your sheet. So when we see any of our clue words, we're going to circle them, okay? So make sure you have your pencil. Alright. So, you already know that there are major differences between a house and a nest. Did we see any of those clue words in there? We circled differences. So then the next sentence is, in contrast to a house, a nest is small, it only has one room. So do we see any there? I see in contrast to. So we're going to circle that one. Which one's what? Are you circling? In contrast to. See, because you can see it on your clue word sheet.
right after it.
In contrast to. Okay. So the next sentence says, another difference is that a house is typically for humans, while a nest is for birds. Is it on the clue word sheet? Do you see any of the clue words in that sentence?
I see.
Difference.
Mhm.
So we circle difference.
I see.
The next sentence. So another difference. Yeah. In contrast to. We got that one. So then another difference.
Do we? Oh no. X the ones out.
No, it's just this is something you can refer to, so you can keep it. So then when you're looking at a paragraph and you're trying to compare things in it, then you can find these words in the paragraph. So the next sentence says, however, you might be surprised to find out that nests and houses have some things that are the same. Any words there? Same. For instance, both nests and houses provide shelter. Shelter. Provide. So then, for instance, both nests and houses provide shelter. So we found the word both as a compare word, so we circle it. Alright? Another similarity is that both use trees in their construction. Similarity and both. Right down here. Another similarity. It says similar on the page, but you're just adding the ending. Birds use sticks and twigs while humans use lumber from trees. I don't see any words there. Last, they are alike because they both take up space, although a house usually takes up more space than a nest. Okay, so now we're going to take the information and put it in a thing called a Venn diagram. Does anybody know what a Venn diagram is? It's like a fancy
There
word.
we go. Yay!
There we go.
Unfortunately,
It's okay. Alright, so a Venn diagram is something we use to put in compare and contrast information. It's pretty simple. It's just two circles, okay? Good question? Or you just kind of like hands in the air. Alright, so don't make fun of my circles, but
oh, what? What?
alright.
Oh no! They look like two heads stuck together.
Your circles, they're kind of,
They
those
look
are great circles.
like two heads.
So now we're going to take this information and put it into our Venn diagram. So when you make a Venn diagram, you have your two things that you're comparing. So we're comparing nests and houses. So we put stuff in this side that is only to houses. So say when it talks about only information that refers to houses, you put it on that side. And when you have stuff that refers to nests, you put it on this side. Then we put the things that are similar in the middle because the two circles are touching. You got me?
Yeah,
You have? So when we look in our paragraph, we try to find comparison words that are comparing the two because that's our similarity. So we want to put that in the middle. So our first sentence that we have a circled word, we see in contrast to a house, a nest is small and only has one room. So that's only talking about a nest. So where are we going to put that?
In the nest.
In the nest. So the nest is small and has one room. I don't know. Okay.
Isn't it showing me that our messengers somewhere?
Alright. And then you see on the next sentence, it says another difference is that a house is typically for humans. You see that sentence? So where would that be? In the house. So the house is for humans. And then it keeps saying, while a nest is for birds. So that's a difference. So a house is for humans and nests are for birds. And then it continues on, it says, however, you might be surprised to find out that nests and houses have some things that are the same. For instance, both nests and house provide shelter. So, do you see this, the word we circled in that sentence? We circled the word both. So that's a comparison that we're making. So comparisons are similarities. So where would those go?
In the middle.
In the middle, because it says both nest and house provide shelter. Alright, can someone read me the next sentence? Anybody? What's the next sentence?
Another similarity is that both use trees and their construction.
Alright, so Jacob, where would that go? Where would that sentence go? The sentence you just read. So what are we going to put in the middle as the similarity? So they use trees in their construction. Guys, so you guys can read the paragraph in groups, or you can read it with somebody else, or with groups of 3 if you'd like. And then yeah, you get to choose. So you guys read the paragraph, and then the questions on the bottom will help you determine the information to put in your Venn diagram. Okay, guys, look up here really quick. So for the Venn diagram at the end, you'll compare your 2 things in your story. So you have an igloo, and you have a teepee. Well, then you didn't answer no here, so then that question doesn't matter because you are comparing and contrasting 2 things. So then you just regard that and you go 3. So yes, what things are being compared? Oh, the wrong place. It's okay. There's a ball here. Here? Oh, bathroom. So, what are the key words? Do you see any of our words that we had? Any of our, there wasn't any of them? This one talks about teepees. The native North Americans had to build houses that fit their life. What kind of house was a teepee? So that's what we're comparing and contrasting. The igloo and the teepee. So you want to find information that talks about just teepee, and then information that talks about just an igloo. And you find things that are similar to these 2. So then that's the stuff we put in the middle, where we deal with the nests and the houses. Kind of get it? So when you see where it says something about teepee, like this sentence, it says the Plains people lived in teepees. So I'd underline that because that's something that talks about just teepees.
So I put that in the
Yeah, so you'll put it in the circle so you can break these apart. So on the side it says teepee, you can put the Plains people lived in there. You see?